Hello, good morning, everybody. My name is Chinwe Namuko Mpoloma Ndibo. Today, I want to talk about married couples that are childless in their homes. During my last videos, a lot of people complained that I was too direct on the video. And some people said that it's usually not the fault of the woman who is childless, as some of their husbands refused to go to the hospitals for checkups, they refused to adopt, and they refused IVF. In that aspect, I want to do this video for the men that refuse adoption, they refuse IVF, and they refuse to go on a medical checkup with a wife because of their childlessness. And I want to ask the man, especially an African man. Right now we are talking about an African man, especially an African man who we know that they marry for the purpose of childbirth. When you refuse to go to hospital with your wife for medical checkups, what are your reasons? Do you think that she's walking around, going to churches, drinking every concoction just to be able to give birth to you because it's her cross to carry? No. She's actually doing these things for you. And you demand that they're running around for you. You should brace up and face the reality. Do what you're supposed to do as the man of the house. Yes. There are 4 reasons why a man, you an African woman, I want you to listen. When your man is very comfortable and he is well equipped, he has the money, he can do surrogacy. Even if he wants to, he can do IVF comfortably. He can do adoptions comfortably, and he refused. Maybe because as him, he feels he's a vibrant young man. Why adopt another person's child when he can actually impregnate a woman? Who told you it is your wife's fault when you already refused to go to the hospital? Who said she is the one at fault here? You could actually be the one at fault. When you close from the market, you go with your fellow men, you'll be drinking a crate of beer every evening. Do you think you are doing your manhood a good? You are actually killing it gradually. A lot of factors can contribute to you not being able to impregnate your wife. So do not keep it on her. Do not think that she is the one that's supposed to be running around, that it's her fault. That's a lie. It's seriously not her fault, except proven by the doctors. Now, I want to tell you the 4 good reasons why a man who is childless for 18 years will keep quiet, will be comfortable in his home without doing anything. Instead, he's showering his wife with gifts, presents, and every other thing. Doesn't want the wife to think about it, doesn't want the wife to do otherwise. He wants the wife to just relax. Don't worry, God will do it when he pleases. My dear, let me tell you the truth. 18 years is not 18 days. Any man who is not disturbed after 18 good years, any man who is not disturbed after 18 good years has either of these 4 problems. 1, impotency. There are some impotent men who can still have their erections very, very well. They can have their erections. They are sexually active, but their sperm cannot produce a child. There are men like that, and in majority of the cases, they are aware they cannot impregnate a woman. In such cases, they know it's their fault. They want you to be happy. They don't want you to run around so much because they fear you may find out they are not man enough. Secondly, in the case of a man who belonged to a secret cult where he vowed never to have any child, maybe because he used it as a source of wealth that he flaunts around, or maybe because he even used your womb as a woman to do the rituals that gave him the money that he is flaunting about. In such cases, he will do everything to make you happy and never complain, because your womb is actually the reason you guys are breathing in money. You cannot even go outside, try to go outside to do anything. Maybe gets pregnant somewhere, try to do it by yourself. You have the means and he doesn't want to, and you as a woman you want to. As long as you remain under his roof, you cannot do otherwise. If you do so, you may go in for it, you may never come out alive. The third one is the case of a man who already have children, grown-up kids, in some university somewhere, or in some secondary school somewhere, or even another wife and another children in another country. They don't disturb you. The second wife in this case knows she is the second wife, and she knows maybe probably you are the one that gave your husband the contract, the job, or the money that he's flaunting, or you are even the one that opened the way for him. In the cases of a good wife, they may want to keep the secret for you. In as much as the whole family members are aware you are the first wife without child, they equally know that that your husband has other children elsewhere. In that aspect, nobody in the family disturbs you. Do not feel like I have the best mother-in-law, I have the best sisters and brothers-in-law. They don't even bother. They're standing with me. Yes, they're standing with you because you're a good woman. The day the man dies, you will see his children. Then, the fourth one, the case of a faithless, faithful servants of God. I believe in God. I believe that God is going to do it. Like in the cases of Sarah, Sarah that spent how many years without childbirth, and God really gave her Isaac in her old age. Yes, it could still happen, but do not forget that it happens to 2 out of 1 million of people. Do not be deceived. When your husband refuses every aspect of scientific help, refused adoption, refused surrogacy, refused IVF, refused even going to the hospitals with you to go to for a medical checkup, my sister, brace up and ask yourself this question: what is going on? When you look around, you will know exactly what is happening. And if you're comfortable like that, that's good. You can as well now relax and enjoy your husband's money and wealth. I do not see an African man who do not have a child after 18 years who is never worried, who will not do one out of these 3 things that you have mentioned, except one that falls into these categories that we mentioned. Then other aspects you can look at is the cases of nemesis and karma and all these things. You raped somebody's child at a younger age, you killed her, and you think that God will forget. My dear, God does not forget in a hurry. In some cases, He will bless you with your own child, at least a female child. You will treat her with love and affection and everything. When she grows up to the age of that same girl you raped and murdered, somebody else will rape her and murder her. That is karma. That is nemesis. It will come. Then you will feel the pain the parents of those girls you raped and murdered, they felt when you wreaked havoc upon them. And in that case, you have only one. Then you will remain childless, if you ever have a child at all. So many other things, which is why we will always advise whatever you do in life, remember that the repercussions are there waiting for you. Whether you like it or not, it will come. This is no longer the case of the evil that men do lives after them. It lives with you now. You will see it with your korokoro eye before you die. You must see more. Not be say, after I die, whatever happens after I die, you don't know. I see. You will be around right now to see it. It will happen before you, even before. In fact, the pains of that will now finally take you to your grave. That is the world for you right now. So, that's all I have to say. I remain your princess, Chinwe Namoko Mpolo Mandigo. I did great. So